Hello, this is Bradley Thayer for CIS 163 Java 1. We are in week 3, and in this video we're talking about for loops. I've set this simple example up in IntelliJ, and the structure of a for loop is we're going to repeat this task here, so many times. So to know how many times we're going to repeat, we have to have a starting index. So this is our starting index. It doesn't have to be called I. I've just chosen I. So we set I to 0. And we're going to continue to execute this command so long as I is less than 10. And each pass through the loop, we're going to increment I by 1. So let me print that. And there you have it. You can see in the loop, we reached 9, and then it tried to do it. It tried to make it 10 and said, "Hey, 10 is not less than 10," and so it stopped. If I were to make this less than equal to and rerun it, then you'll see that indeed it did print at this 10 here. Now 11 is not less than or equal, so when the index hit 11, then it stopped. I don't have to go from low to high. I could start here at 10, and I could say as long as I is greater than zero, and then I could decrement by 1. So when I print this, you see I started at 10 and I go down by 1 each time until I get to 1. And now when it hits 0, it says, hey, 0 is not greater than 0. So again, I could put an equal sign there. And when that prints, you'll see 0 here. I could go into negative numbers. That's fine. Okay. So I'm going to change this back here to 0. And I'm going to change this to less than 10, basically back where we started. And earlier in week 3, we talked about random numbers. So I'm going to generate a random number somewhere between, let's say, 1 and 5. So totally at random, I'm going to pick 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. And I'm going to put that right there. So each time I run this program, I should be guaranteed to run at least one time because my minimum number, actually now I should be guaranteed to run minimum at least one time. So here I could actually print that random number too. And you could see random number is 1, I print 0 and 1 time. My random number is 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. So I did misspeak. I could have left that like this. And I'm still guaranteed. Because this minimum number is 1, this will be a 1 at the minimum. So 0 will be less than 1, and the second time through it'll kick it out. If I keep running it, if we're lucky here, we'll see a case where my random number is 1, there it is. My random number is 1, and it printed 1 time. So that's a very quick example of a for loop and the structure of a for loop. And we have a little bit of play in how we do things. Increment, decrement, right? A less than, greater than, or less than equal, greater than equal. Lots of things we can do. But the idea is we want to repeat this logic a set number of times. We can make this number here a random number. We can take that number in from a user. Lots of ways we can get this number here, this where I've highlighted. Point being is once we have that, we want to run this that set number of times. Any questions, please feel free to send me a private message or to post in the discussion section on Canvas. Thank you.